Novak Djokovic picked a fight with the umpire in the center court crowd as he surged into a fifth consecutive Wimbledon final. The seven-time champion beat Jannik 6-3, 6-4, 7-6 to set up the contest the tennis world has been dreaming of against 20-year-old Spanish sensation Carlos Alcaraz. Towards the end of a tense second set, Djokovic was docked a point for hindrance by umpire Richard Hay after a loud and extended grunt. Then, when he was on the brink of losing the set, the Serb became irate at spectators calling out between his serves. As he surged back to take the set, he taunted the crowd by sarcastically applauding, cupping his ear towards them and wiping away mock tears. Asked about his feelings towards the crowd, he replied, "All love. It's all love and acceptance." He was more forthcoming about the umpire's hindrance call. "It could have changed the match," he said. "I felt really nervous after that but managed to regroup. It was the first time in my career that happened. I don't normally have an extended grunt. Maybe it was an echo from the roof. I didn't feel I was causing any hindrance. I had to try very hard to hold things together, even though I was really upset because I didn't think it was the right call." In the same game, Hay also gave Djokovic a time violation for taking too long to serve. "In a game where he already gave me a hindrance, where it's a close game, rallies. I feel the umpire should recognize the moment a little bit more," the 36-year-old said. On the mouth-watering final with Alcaraz, he added, "It's going to be a great challenge. The greatest challenge I could have at the moment from any angle, physical, mental and emotional. He can do pretty much anything on court. He's very motivated. He's young, he's hungry. I'm hungry too, so let's have a feast." Alcaraz, who beat Daniil Medvedev in straight sets, said, "It's going to be a really tough challenge for me but I am ready. It's a final. It's not time to be afraid. It's not time to be tired. I'm going to go for it. I believe I can beat him. This is a dream for me to play a final at Wimbledon. I'm going to enjoy this amazing moment." Djokovic was astonished early in the second set when he was penalized with a rare hindrance called by chair umpire Richard Hay, a break-up and serving at 15-15. The Serb fired a backhand down the line and grunted as Jannik was about to hit the ball. British umpire Hay deemed the grunt to be unnecessary and awarded the point to Sinner. A hindrance is defined as any act, deliberate or unintentional, that distracts an opponent while they are preparing to hit a shot. Djokovic also received a time violation warning in the same game, but held serve to move a set and 3-1 up. Three-time Wimbledon champion John McEnroe labeled it a horrible, horrible call, adding, "Sinner's shot landed a foot inside the baseline. How much a hindrance can it have been?" The umpire obviously just wanted his name in the paper. Djokovic played the pantomime villain for the majority of the contest against Sinner, as the Wimbledon crowd cheered on the Italian. For most of the match the fans favored Djokovic's young opponent, and the Serb responded in typical fashion by taking the first two sets, and then wound up the crowd by cupping his ear as dominated proceedings. However, as Sinner fought his way back into the match during the third set, the crowd's support intensified, much to the chagrin of the seven-time Wimbledon champ. So much so, that after Sinner had squandered a 40-15 lead at 5-4 in the third set, Djokovic turned the game around to take the set into a tiebreak and then responded to the crowd's disappointment with a crying gesture to the fans in SW19. The moment was done in good humor. However, the man looking to draw level with Roger Federer with an 8th Wimbledon win this year has never received the same adulation from the Wimbledon crowd like the Swiss star did, nor Rafael Nadal. Djokovic has often spilt the crowd at the annual UK Slam, and it was the same mixed response on social media from those watching his gestures to the crowd. Taking to social media, one fan said, "How unpleasant Djokovic is being. Crowd are allowed to support someone else. Go Sinner." While another made their opinion of one of the game's greatest ever players clear by stating, "Is there a bigger P***** K in sport than Djokovic?" However, as always there were some who felt the exact opposite and reveled in the way Djokovic was behaving. "Love how Djokovic is making fun of jerks in the audience," said one fan, followed by a bunch of laughing emojis. His relationship was, however, best summed up by a tweet by journalist James Gray, who commented on Djokovic's actions on center court as Novak Djokovic versus the Wimbledon crowd, part 4,317 feet. Upon winning the game, the crowd and the 36-year-old seemed to have made peace with each other, as he was given a rapturous ovation as he secured a place in another Grand Slam final. Djokovic will next step out on center court on Sunday when he looks to make more history at Wimbledon against either Carlos Alcaraz or Daniil Medvedev.